there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well today. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the equipment and online tools that you need to start working from home. So let's begin. There are so many things that a lot of people will tell you to have before you start working from home. But in this video, I'm only going to compile the things that I believe you really need. Let's start with the most obvious one, which is your laptop or your desktop computer. If you already have a laptop or desktop computer at home, then at this point, that's the best companion and best friend that you can have. You can already start by all means. But if you don't have yet and you're still looking for one, and I understand this is probably not the best time to start purchasing these things when we are in the middle of a crisis, but it depends on you. If you have the ability to purchase one now, then good. If not, then you can always delay it. So when it comes to looking for the best laptop or desktop computer, it all depends on your needs or your purpose or what type of job you are going to do or you're planning to do. I'm not going to say or detail all the specs or all the technical stuff that you need to know. You can easily search that on Google. You can do a research on your own. If you're just staying at home and you expect that you'll be working from home a lot of the time, or that's really the job that you have, then a desktop computer might be better. But if you are a traveler or a digital nomad planning to travel from time to time, then you will really make use of a laptop because you can just easily bring it anywhere, anytime. For other jobs that will require you to download and install applications or different types of software, such as the ones for video editing or for photo editing, then you might need a higher end type of computer, which again you can research online. The point is that if you really want to start working from home now, you don't really have to buy a high-end computer that's definitely out of your budget. You can start with just the mid-range one that you can use at home. Also, take note that some employers or some jobs would need you to have a backup computer. So if you only have a laptop, then you might need to have a desktop or another more stable or more reliable computer. Also, you might need a webcam for video calling. So it depends again on what your employer or your client wants. If it's just for video conferencing or for video meetings, then you can use the webcam that is already on your laptop. But if your job is to do a tutorial online, it would be best if you have an HD webcam. Next is obviously a fast and reliable internet connection. For my 4 years of working from home, this has not been a problem though, despite the fact that we here in the Philippines have the slowest internet connection probably in the world. And so that is something that you have to consider before you invest in a subscription. So it's up to you which one you'd like to have. And it also depends really on the location. So search, ask around which one is the best in your area. Since I'm usually using my laptop here at home, I'm even just using my Wi-Fi connection. But we also have a desktop computer that I can use in case something's wrong with the Wi-Fi connection. Which is why a lot of employers would need you to have a stable DSL or broadband or fiber internet connection because they can't afford for you to lose connection. You have to be online all the time, at least for the time that you are working. And for a lot of employers, they will require at least 3 Mbps download and 2 Mbps upload. But I think those are pretty low for an internet connection requirement. just go ahead and check out the job description because they will also indicate the download and upload speed there. This is very important because a lot of jobs really require for you to follow their requirement when it comes to the download and upload speed, and if you don't have those, that's really a deal breaker. You might not get the job just because of your slow internet connection. Then we also have noise cancelling headphones. You don't really need this if you're just doing a non-voice job like what I'm doing now, but right now I do use a noise cancelling headphone that was sent to me by headsets.com. This is a Lightner headset. It is wireless. Really good, and I use this all the time. Aside from that, we also have a home office or a corner in your home where you can work quietly and without distractions. It is important to have a home office that is separate from your bedroom if you are taking calls. That is most likely one of the requirements of most employers or companies. But if you are just working on a non-voice job, then just carve out a corner in your house where you can put your laptop or put your desktop computer in such a way that you'll not be distracted all the time. I cannot stress the importance of an ergonomic chair enough. And I have learned this the hard way because I started working using just a regular or normal chair, and it really hurt my back. It's super painful every time I finish work and every time I wake up. So invest in an ergonomic chair when you can, and maybe if you have saved up enough budget for it. Another thing you might add is a standing desk. As you know, you will be sitting most of the time, and sometimes you might just need to stand and stretch, so a standing desk will be helpful. Now let's talk about the online communication tools. When you're working remotely or from home, chances are you will be asked by your employer or client to have an account for different online communication tools. Obviously, you will not be communicating through Facebook because this is work, so most likely you'll either be using Skype or Zoom for video conferences or video meetings. With Skype, you can just create an account. It's free. You can communicate with their employer or client via instant messaging. You can also do a one-on-one video meeting or a group video call or meeting as well. With Zoom, it's also free. You can create your own account, and clients or employers usually use this for group meetings or video conferences. They will send you the link to a meeting, and then all you have to do is join. So make sure you already have an account for those two online communication tools. The next one is Slack. Although if you are a part of a workspace or you're already employed by a company, you will already be given access to their own workspace, and all you need to do is accept the invite from your company, or you can create your own personal Slack account using your personal email address as well. If you want to see how it works and look at the interface as early as now, you can create your own Slack account. Next is an active email address. Much better to use Gmail because it is integrated with so many applications that you can use for remote work. You can conveniently create a Gmail address if you don't have one, or if you have a Yahoo Mail, much better to switch to Gmail if you ask me. When you have a Gmail account, you can also easily have access to Google Drive, where you can create documents, slides, and anything that you need for file storing and sharing. Most likely your client or employer will also be using Google Drive. That is just for starters. Of course, there are a lot of other cloud-based systems where you can store your documents and your files, such as Dropbox, which is one of the most common ones, or OneDrive. But for starters, and it's free, you can use Google Drive, which is again connected to your Gmail account. Next one is Trello. It is a simple project management tool that you can definitely have for free. So sign up now. By the way, I will link all of the online tools that I mentioned in the description below. So make sure you check it out. With Trello, you can organize your tasks and your projects easily. Next up, we have Canva. If you're working remotely from home or a freelancer, this is definitely a lifesaver. Even if you're not working on the graphic design industry or that's not your job, it's still very helpful. Even when you're just creating content or whatever you do online, because this will turn you into a graphic designer. It's very easy and simple to use. You can start with a free Canva access. I do have the premium subscription because I use it a lot and it's very helpful. Go ahead and check it out. It can help you in all your projects and you don't even have to use Photoshop or anything like that anymore. It's the best. Next is Time Converter. Since you'll be working remotely, most likely your client or your employer is going to be in another time zone. So for you not to miss meetings or interviews, it's important that you know what time it is in their side of the world. So I use Time Converter to easily see what time it is in the location of my client. Next, we have the salary conversion calculator. This is one thing that I use all the time, especially when I try to calculate how much I will get. If it's salary based, you can see the different options. It is usually for dollar amount, but you can definitely input the peso equivalent and you will still basically get the same thing.
And we are almost done, but I almost forgot the time tracking apps. I have used Hubstaff and Clockify, which are both free. Most employers will ask you to download and install a time tracking app to log your hours for payroll as well as measure your productivity.
And last on my list for now is a PayPal account or a bank account. Obviously, how will you get paid if you don't have a method of receiving money from your client or your employer? PayPal is the most commonly used even before and until now. So go ahead, sign up, make an account right now. And if your employer is not using PayPal, then most likely they will just transfer the funds to your bank account here in the Philippines. They're going to use a service to transfer money. I have experienced TransFast and Transferwise. They transfer the funds directly to my BPI bank account and it's fast. Transferwise most especially because it uses the real-time exchange rate and there are no hefty fees also. So go ahead and make sure you have PayPal or a Philippine bank account. That will be all for now. Of course, there's still a lot more, but perhaps in the next videos, I will include some of the advanced tools that you can use. But for starters, you can go ahead and check out this list, go back to it. I'm going to put everything on the description. And as usual, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.